Hey there, football fans. Today, we are diving into the latest Manchester United transfer news, specifically the potential signing of Lewis Hall from Newcastle. Now, this story is a real head-scratcher, and I'm here to break it down for you. So, buckle up and let's get started. First things first, Manchester United is on a mission to rebuild their midfield, and they're not holding back. They've already signed Santos and Tielemans, but the real question is, who's next? Well, according to sources, Lewis Hall is on their radar, and it looks like the club has given the green light to pursue a deal. Now, this is interesting because Hall is seen as the long-term successor to Luke Shaw, and United is willing to pay a hefty fee for him. But here's the catch, Newcastle isn't exactly in a rush to sell. You see, Newcastle has already cashed in on several players, including Anthony Gordon and Sandro Tonali, and they're sitting pretty with around £170 million in transfer income. If Bruno Guimaraes' move to Arsenal goes through, that number could skyrocket to £250 million. So, Newcastle is in a strong position to hold out for a premium fee. Now, this raises a deeper question. Is United willing to meet those demands? Because if they don't, they might have to look elsewhere. Now, let's talk about Lewis Hall himself. He's a young, talented fullback who has caught the eye of several top clubs. But what makes this deal really interesting is the fact that Newcastle isn't exactly in a hurry to sell. They have the financial muscle to stand firm, and they're not going to let Hall go cheaply. So, what does this mean for United? Well, it's a game of patience and strategy. They might have to wait and see if Newcastle's financial situation changes, or they might have to come up with a creative solution to make the deal work. Now, here's where things get really interesting. According to Fabrizio Romano, United has internally approved the move, but Newcastle is making their life complicated. They're not exactly eager to sell Hall, and they're not going to let him go on the cheap. So, what does this mean for United? Well, it's a real test of their transfer strategy and their willingness to negotiate. Will they be able to convince Newcastle to sell, or will they have to look elsewhere? That's the million-dollar question. Now, let's shift gears and talk about another potential addition to the United midfield, Alex Scott from Bournemouth. Scott is a highly sought-after young midfielder, and he's keeping his options open. Now, this is where things get really exciting. United is in the running, but they're not the only ones. Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal are all monitoring the situation, and Bournemouth is holding out for a fee of around £70 million. So, United has to decide whether to meet those demands or look elsewhere. Because if they don't, they might miss out on a real talent. In my opinion, the Hall deal is a real test of United's transfer strategy. They have the financial muscle to make the move, but they also have to be strategic and patient. They can't just throw money at the problem, they have to negotiate and find a solution that works for both clubs. And that's the beauty of football transfers, it's a game of strategy, patience, and creativity. So, what do you think? Is United ready to take on this challenge, or will they have to look elsewhere? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more football analysis and commentary. Until next time, keep the passion for the beautiful game alive.